Let me go.
You go?
Yeah.
All right. Love you.
Love you.
Love you.
Who's that forehead?
No, you didn't talk about that woman's forehead. I hope my face ain't ashy. I didn't put no lotion. What's that?
Not sure. Gonna put it on. If this thing is too hot.
Oh. Well, I like how you had it balled up. They said we're gonna lose Channel 5 too. Channel 5 put a little banner on the thing. It's I guess they about to do the same thing that Channel 4 doing.
Yeah. Well, see, Channel 5 already started their streaming service.
So we gonna
So,
lose all the local channels?
so
So what's gonna happen? We'll talk about that later.
yeah.
Call me later.
All right.
Stay here, Gizmo. Because he'll run upstairs. For what reason, I have no idea. Okay. I just put that on because my chest was so bare. Ooh, Lord, honey, they is having some problems over there on Shelly's channel. They are talking to Rita, the baddest roaster. They're talking to her daughter, I guess. And yeah, it is it is going down over there. I don't. You know what? This energy right now that we in is crazy. Okay, and it is driving people crazy. I mean, everybody out here just losing their minds. But you know who not gonna lose their mind? This person right here. Because I have too much to lose. So I can't lose my mind in not dealing with other mentally ill people because I can spot a mentally ill person a mile away because I have worked with them for years. That that has been my specialty. That's what my degree in is in counseling, dealing with mentally ill people and people who have drug addiction and all of that kind of stuff. So I can spot them a mile away, and there makes absolutely no sense to argue with a mentally ill person. You will never win an argument arguing with a crazy person. You can't win. Okay? It's hard enough winning an argument arguing with a person that is intelligent. But a crazy person, you will never win. And arguing with crazy people make you look crazy. In the process, they will make you look crazy because you have to be crazy to argue with someone that you know is crazy. And I'm just not going to do it. I'm not. So hey Shamar, hey Monique, hey Amber, hey Moo Bands, hey Moth Mama. I hope that was everybody. So what did I title this? How to protect your spirit. How to protect your spirit. Um, I know everybody knows what is going on. And if you don't know, um, right now I am being attacked by some group of people I'm not sure who is spearheading it, but I know that TJ is part of it. He made a video last night saying that he is part of the, group of people who are trolling me, harassing me basically, because that's exactly what that is. It is harassment. When you're making videos, emailing, talking about people, that is considered harassment. And it is against the law. It's online harassment. And that's what they're doing. That's why we're getting all of these dislikes on the videos. They are in the chat. They're just not saying anything, but they are disliking every video. I guess they said, that's their thing. Let me tell you how to protect yourself when things like this happen. I've always told you guys, when people come at you, you do not have to be on the defense. Every fight is not worth fighting. Sometimes you just gotta be like, you know what? Okay, you win. You win. Because if you're not gaining anything from the fight, like wars, when countries fight against each other, they're fighting for something. They're fighting for land, oil, something, a resource that is valuable. People fighting on the internet, you don't get anything. There's no internet prize. You're not going to win anything from harassing me. You're not going to, what? You're going to get the 20 cents a day AdSense that you get from YouTube? Is that really worth it? So if you're not going to get anything from the fight, what sense does it make to fight? That would make you look stupid, right? To me, it does. So I'm not going to fight someone that works at Five Guys flipping burgers for a living. I'm not going to do that because I can't get anything from that. Nothing. I'm not going to gain anything from somebody that flips burgers, somebody that hasn't even lived a life yet. I am a mother, a grandmother. Okay? I have grandchildren. I have a husband. I have lived a life that some people wish they could live. So when you get on my level, then we can fight. But until then, you will be fighting by yourself. Uh, Let me get my pineapple cup. Guess what it's filled with? Haterade. Drinking that good old green haterade out of a pineapple cup. That's how you protect your spirit. Oh, you laugh in the face of your enemies. You laugh at them. Okay? You laugh in the face of your enemies because you know that you are so much stronger, so much more powerful, that they have to go and get a group of people to fight a 54-year-old grandmother. Wow. That just lets me know how powerful I am. If it takes a group of people to take me down, I must be some kind of powerful. And I'm loving it. So y'all keep coming. Hey haters. Hey, That's how you protect yourself. You just don't care. It don't faze you. You look at yourself and realize who you are. Thank God I already know. I don't have to chase people down. I don't have to hurt anyone to lift myself up. I don't have to do that. For one, I'm not that type of person. I'm not out here, trying to hurt people. And I did not create this group to hurt other people. I created this group to help people. Now, if my helping people is hurting you, then you need to figure out what's going on in your life. And if you're supposed to be on such a high vibration, what high vibration person trolls someone's grandmother? For one thing, if I was on a high vibration, I would never want to disrespect someone else's mother or grandmother. You are on a high vibration, but you're trolling someone's grandmother. I'm a grandmother. So, y'all do whatever y'all want to do. I don't care what you do, child. You could dislike this video. You can come in this chat. You could do flip-flops and everything. You're not doing nothing but making me and my husband laugh. We sat up until 4 o'clock this morning laughing. We're laughing at you. We're laughing at your level of ignorance. Protect yourself, sweethearts. Don't ever allow anyone to take you out of who you really are. Because, see, it would be outside of my character for me to get on here cussing and screaming and spitting and doing all of that kind of stuff. For what? Never, ever will I do that. I won't ever. You're kicking me. You're kicking me. Don't let people take you outside of who you are. Protect your spirit. That's why we have crystals and white baths and prayers and ancestors and orishas. That's why we have this. To protect ourselves. We don't have to fight. We don't have to get mad. We don't have to cuss. We don't have to raise our voice. We don't have to do none of that. We don't even have to do spells if we don't want to. We can just, speak a word. And our ancestors will eventually take care of it. And we don't get into that situation where you want the ancestors to take care of it tomorrow. Let them take care of it in their time. Let your ancestors set a trap for people and just let them fall in. You don't have to be mad. You don't have to get mad. You don't have to cuss. You don't have to spit. You don't have to snarl. You don't have to do none of that. Let your ancestors work it out. If you believe in your ancestors, sometimes you have to stand down and allow your ancestors to stand up. Because I've always told you guys, sometimes you have to take your hands off a situation. Don't just run into stuff blind. Nope. That's not how I operate. I don't get mad and make rash decisions. I don't do that. I saw that, Cola. Don't get upset about that, sweetheart. That's what he wants you to do. Don't get upset about that. Laugh. This is funny. Don't get upset about that. Do not get upset about that. Don't let that take you out of character. Do not get upset about that. This is what the enemy will do. The enemy will come in and push buttons. Oh, I'm going to push this button and see what reaction I get. I'm going to push this button and see what reaction I get. Don't let them push your button. Don't. Because, see, you see the strength of a person by who they align themselves up with. Weak people always need a posse. Okay? Weak people need someone, they need other people. They always have to belong to a group. So just pretend like those people don't even exist. Don't even worry about that. Don't go over there and be like, don't mention my name. Don't do that. Because that's what they want. You didn't have to delete your comments, girl. You could have left them comments right there. You could have left them comments. Yeah, Phoenix, just that don't even exist in our world. We are on a totally different vibration. We don't attack people. We don't have to, we're not banding together to hurt people. I would never do that. That was never my design when I started this group. I started this group for people to come together and we form a family, not a gang. We're not going around to different channels hurting people. I'm fine, Antoine. I will never do that. Yeah, our energy is totally different. I'm trying to raise up a community of people that love themselves first. You have to love yourself first before you can love anybody else. So I'm trying to get a group of people that love themselves, understand themselves. Then they can go out and love other people. That's what I want. I'm not running a game going around with a mob mentality to hurt people. That's not my design. And I've never been that person, and I never will be. I'm 54 years old, and I never belonged to a gang, and I'm not about to do it now. Ooh, this haterade is good. So protect your spirit. How can I fix my chakras? You know what I say about chakras first is learning how to meditate, how to be still. The first order of trying to get your chakras in alignment is meditation. And people think that meditating is easy. It is so hard to turn off your mind. You can turn off social media, you can turn your TV off, you can turn your radio off, but turning off your mind is one of the most difficult things. To just sit in your own space in a relaxed state. Your mind will start to wander off. Who is it outside screaming? Why are those birds so loud? I never realized how loud the birds were until I turned everything off. Ooh, I wonder how much longer those clothes gonna be in the dryer. Ooh, I should get up and cook that chicken. That's what your mind will do. So you have to learn how to reel yourself in. Every time your mind starts to drift off, you got to bring it back. Set a goal. Set your alarm for 2 minutes. 2 minutes. You're not gonna realize how long 2 minutes is until you set your alarm for 2 minutes. You're gonna be like, damn, 2 minutes ain't over yet. In 2 minutes, your mind will be a miles away from where you are. 2 minutes. Because your mind is not used to turning itself off. And especially women. We're constantly thinking about something that we should be, oh, I gotta cook that chicken. Because in the back of my mind, I'm thinking now, what time am I gonna cook that chicken? Because I came on here earlier because I want to take a nap and I know I gotta cook that chicken. That's ringing in the back of my mind right now. I ain't even seasoned the chicken. I probably should have seasoned that chicken before I came online. And then when I got ready to cook it, I could have just cooked it. All of that's in the back of my mind. So, in order to align your chakras, you have to take control of your mind. Your thinking is the first thing that you have to be able to shut off. Because if you can't do that, you're not going to be able to get the rest of those. You're not going to be able to get them chakras in alignment. You have to be able to sit in a space and not think about anything. Some people have um, some people have like a card or a meditation, wall. Some people do better with their eyes closed. Some people do better with their eyes open. They have a focal point that they focus on while they're meditating. I can't meditate like that. I have tried it, but the focal point, I will see a design in the focal point and concentrate on that design, and then I'm thinking, can I crochet that? Or, oh, that'll make a cute necklace. I gotta close my eyes to meditate. It's got to be dark. I can't meditate on light, on fire. Some people can use a candle and meditate off of that. Honey, I be seeing the flame dancing and I get the bopping. So when I meditate, I just have to sit with my eyes closed. I just gotta close my eyes and just zone out. But it's something that you have to figure out what is best for you. Set a small time, like 2 minutes first, and build your way up. My husband, he can sit on the floor and meditate and go to sleep. I can't do that. I can't sleep sitting up. If you don't stop kicking me, why don't you go get on the other couch? Like, dude, you really just gonna sit here and kick me all in my back and everything? I'm so through with you right now, Gizmo. I really am. Tracy Sutton, hello, Omo Shun. I have quietly been watching you and wish I had found you sooner. You are soothing to my soul. Question: have you dusted off your DMV? I can't find it. I cannot find it. I have been looking for that damn book. I don't know what I did with it. I have looked everywhere. I don't know where that book is. Oh my God. I thought it was in my granddaughter's room because the last time I was reading it, I remember it being in there. And now I can't find it. And the thing is, we are packing up and throwing away stuff because, we're looking for a place to move. And I don't know if we packed that book up or what is going on or if it accidentally got thrown away. So now my husband has to, swing by the DMV and try to get me another one. But I can't find it. I can't find that damn book nowhere. I done told the bedroom up looking for that book, and I can't. You know how you get to looking for one thing, and you find everything but that. So I need to look for something else, and I'll probably find it. Cause I can't find that shit for nothing. Yeah, we're trying to get closer to My husband's job for one thing. Plus, I just want to move. Thank you, Aaron. Honey, that is Gizmo kicking the heck out of me with his little cute self. Well, if you can do it without getting distracted, move bands. If you can do it without getting distracted, then I would suggest you work on whichever chakra you feel like is is blocked. Because normally people, all of your chakras are not going to be blocked. A lot of women, I think the chakra that is blocked the most for women is the throat. Because I think women, we hold in a lot of things. Like, we don't say certain things because we don't want to hurt people's feelings. We hold in a lot of stuff. We're told not to, especially black women, you know you don't do that because you don't want to be labeled as the angry black woman or the argumentative woman, and that makes us repress and hold in things that causes blockages in your throat chakra. Even as children, we start to block our children's throat chakras when they're young. Telling kids, a child stay in a child place, keeping kids from not even being able to express themselves. Like, as a child, I couldn't even express my own style when it came to clothes. My mother dressed me until I was in junior high school. I wasn't even allowed to have my own style. I think that's why now I'm, the goth and this and that. Because when I wanted to do it, my mama wouldn't let me. Then I got married. It wasn't my husband's style. I'm trying to do what he wanted me to do when I was young. Then I was a mama and felt like I had to do, I didn't want my kids to think I was weird. So we start to repress and hold on to things. That's what causes blockages in our chakras. We're not free. See, when we start to let those things go, that's when the chakras start to open up. A lot of it is freedom. Not allowing people to box us in, hold us back. Be whoever the hell you want to be. Okay? Forget society. Forget what people think about you. Because who cares? If you're happy, why do you care what somebody else thinks about you if you're happy? Who cares? I'm fat. Okay, I got big arms. What am I going to do? It's not like I can pop these arms off and put some other arms on. I'm not going to be walking around here depressed because I got grandmama arms. No, Lord, I'm not going to do it. It's too many other things in this world that, no, no, not the grandma arms. And do you know that this used to be a serious thing for me? Grandma arms. I'd had big arms all my life. Even when I was thinner, I always carried a lot of weight in my arms. And I used to hide them all the time. Always had on some kind of sleeves, with pulling my sleeves down because I didn't want people to see that meat. What? If you care about my arms, it's something wrong with you, not me. This is my body. I can't be tripping off of. I guess I didn't just got to the point where I don't care what people think about me. I don't care. You don't like my arms? Go buy me some more. Shit. Who is Mary Dogs Rescue? Please don't come on here soliciting. I would hate to have to block you, but we don't solicit on this channel. My PayPal is not listed, so we sure not gonna PayPal you. Okay. Well, I just want to let you know because I don't even have my PayPal on here. When did you start to get into spirituality? I have been in the church all my life. Um, my parents started taking me to church when I was born. Basically, my father was a deacon. My mother was a deaconess or on the mother's board. My father was a Mason. My mama was an Eastern Star. I went from church. I do have a video entitled From Church Girl to Orisha. I went from the Baptist church to Muslim a little bit to what else have I done? I think just Muslims a little bit with my husband. My first husband was a Hebrew Israelite. Um, that was when I got into crystals. So I have been into crystals and healing since I was in my early 20s. I am 54 years old. In my early 30s, I was washed into Santeria. In my 40s, I received a hand of Ifa and was washed in Ifa. So that's my story. So spiritually, since birth, I have been in some type of religion since I was born. The church people gonna be mad. They just gonna have to be mad, child. They just gonna have to be mad. Why they gonna be mad though? I mean, because there's a huge exodus from the church right now. The church is not, it's not as big as it used to be. These young folks ain't going to church. Masons sacrifice people, right? No, Masons don't sacrifice people. Okay. What link you tried to post, sweetie? I think my channel is set up where you can't post links. What link did you try to post, Phoenix? I think I have it set up where you can't post links because someone tried to do that yesterday. Yeah, Masons don't sacrifice people. My father was a Mason, and my mother was an Eastern Star. Y'all put Masons and Illuminati um in the same boat, and it's not the same thing. The Masons reminded me of when the Flintstones used to go to the Buffalo Lodge. The Fred and Barney used to go to the lodge, to the Buffalo Lodge, where all the men would go. They would have their little lodge meetings and stuff. That's what the Masons. That is kind of like what the Masons are. Yeah, Masons, they do charity work. They and the Eastern Star. Usually, if the husband is a Mason, the wife is normally in the Eastern Star because the Eastern Star is the female version, basically, of the Masons. The Masons, they do charity work. They give money to people, scholarships for college. They do a lot of that stuff. It's really similar to fraternities. They have a lot of secrets. It's been Masons for years. It's kind of like a fraternity, but these are just not college people. These are adult, these are men. Usually if you're a Mason or Eastern Star, your kids, get into it because you've been into it. It's a traditional type thing.
Welcome to TMZ Live. I'm your Lemon Hero. So we have news on ASAP Rocky. It turns out he's not the only rapper who has been taken out.
Yeah, all of that fraternities, sororities, all of those things are like the same thing.
Weeks, even before prosecutors have decided whether they're charging with anything. They just said, we want him to sit and rot in jail, basically.
Stacy Ryan said, "Could you please help me? I've had lots of crows flying outside my window. Please, could you tell me what it could mean? Many thanks." Do you have a bush or something out there that they like to eat? It could be that they're flying around there because it is a food source. Y'all need to think about, there are reasons why animals congregate in certain places. Like, why was all them snails coming on my porch? Okay, so I Googled it, and snails do like to eat certain succulents. My porch is full of succulents. So my porch is a damn buffet for snails and spiders. Spiders live on my porch. I Googled, why do spiders like succulents? Spiders love succulents and cactus. That's their thing. They love it. You won't get rid of spiders if you have succulents and cactus. They're gonna be in your garden. They're wherever you got your succulents at, they're gonna be there. So you have to look for those reasons before you go to something like, oh my God, it could be something bad. I don't look at, and stop looking at everything in a negative. Some people need to readjust their brain because when something happens, you go straight to the negative. Oh, there could be something wrong. Oh, there could be an omen. Oh, the birds could be coming to get me. Why you want to live like that? Because that puts you always at a heightened state of anxiety. When I was talking about them snails, child, people was in my inbox. Oh, the snails could mean that somebody is about to slither in your life and do something bad to you. No, girl, the snails is looking for something to eat. They hungry. You do know that God provides for the insects and animals with plants. Plants feed bugs and insects and other animals. Yeah, and if you already have a heightened level of anxiety, that don't do nothing but make your anxiety even more heightened. I try not to look at things in a negative light because I do also have anxiety. So I try to keep it on keep it down here. If I see a bunch of snails and it's unless I come outside on my porch and it's like 500,000 snails out there, and it's like big ass snails and they teeth is snarling. I'm not. If I come outside and it's like 4 or 5 snails out there and they in them plants and they eating, I'm not gonna think anything about it. But if I come outside and it's like a million snails out there, I open my front door and the whole door is covered with snails, then I'm gonna be like, oh yeah, something the hell is going on. Something is going on. But right now, the morning glories are blooming, and there are dragonflies everywhere. You don't see dragonflies when it's cold and stuff, but the morning glories are blooming. The beautiful purple flowers. So the dragonflies are everywhere. Now I'm not thinking that them dragonflies is coming to get me. That's not an omen to walk outside my door and see dragonflies because it's that time of year. But see, somebody else would be like, "Oh my God, I saw 4 dragonflies today. What do you think that means?" It means that the morning glories are blooming and the dragonflies are getting the nectar.
That's the fear. Yeah.
That's what it means to me. Now, if you want to make something out of that and live in a heightened state of anxiety, you go right ahead. Oh, this haterade is good. I only drink one, and that's the green one. Green is for money. Amber said, I always catch people spitting in public, and every time I feel like it's for me, like I'm getting spit on. Oh, girl, no. Please don't do that. Don't do that, because them people ain't thinking about you. Because they spitting? You think they spitting on you? Girl, no.
The message is going out.
Mm-mm. When I'm out in public, half the time, I'm not even looking at people. So they can spit, vomit, fall out. I will step right on over them and keep it lit. I don't care about what people doing. Girl, no. No, you can't live like that. Them people ain't spitting on you. They probably don't even see you. And if it's people, if they just out there spitting in public, it's probably mentally ill people. They don't see you, girl. Don't be worried about them damn people spitting.
And when she was on The Apprentice, actually,
Yes, Stacy, honey, those birds probably ain't bothering you, sweetheart. They probably looking for something to eat. It's probably something around your window that they like, or they may be trying to gather tree branches or leaves or something to make them a nest. Girl, they ain't think about you. Leave them birds alone. Let them birds take care of their business. Okay? I'm laying in my bed. You know, I got a bird feeder, right? So I'm laying in my bed watching these two birds on my patio fight. You think I stepped in and broke that up? No. I let them go at it. I sat there and watched two birds fight. I ain't break that up. I let them go at that. It's the circle of life. Y'all go and do what you gotta do. But I wasn't gonna be sitting there thinking, "Oh my God, the birds is fighting on my patio. That means that my life is in turmoil, and me and my husband gonna be fighting tonight." No, that mean them two little brown birds was out there fighting. I guess they was fighting over food, and I was like, "It's enough food up there for everybody. I don't know why y'all fighting. Maybe one of the birds had caught the other bird slipping. I told you I was gonna beat your ass the next time I saw you." And the bird was like, "Nah, you ain't gonna see me, partner." And he was over here eating, get his little food, and that bird flew up on him and whooped his ass. Honey, they was down on my patio. They was going at it. Wings was flapping and little feet was flying because it was two little brown birds. They was fighting. Do you hear me? And I was laying in my bed enjoying the show. But do you think I thought anything about that after they got finished fighting? There was two little brown birds fighting. I didn't know neither one of them. And after they got finished, they flew their asses. They flew away. And I didn't think nothing of that. That wasn't my fight. I wasn't about to take in that bird energy. I don't know them. I don't know. I might come back tonight. I don't know. It depends. I might. Depending on how I'm feeling, child. Oh, yeah. I will definitely be here tomorrow. I sure will. Why couldn't they spit somewhere else? Why couldn't you look somewhere else? Why they gotta be careful about where they spit? Be careful about where you putting your eyes. You in they spit area. Why was you looking? How you gonna tell somebody where to spit? Now that's a lot of nerve. Girl, you got now you bold. You out here telling people where to spit. Why you looking? That's what I want to know. Why was you looking at them? Keep your eyes to yourself. You wouldn't have seen them spit. That's how I feel, child. Don't be out here looking at people. Put your blinders on. If it's gonna bother you what other people doing, put your blinders on, sweetheart. Then you won't see them. Cause I do not want you to get spit on. What is my name? My name is Omo Oshun. That's my name.
So he lost about, well, he lost about $1 million because he's still in Las Vegas. Great for you, by the way.
You know what? Me and spiders have an agreement also. If you do not come anywhere near me, I won't kill you. I don't kill spiders unless they come to me. You know what I mean? If they coming at me, I will kill them. But if I see it, I'm in the shower washing my hair, and there is a daddy long leg in the shower watching me the entire time. I know it had to be a boy spider. I know it had to be. That spider sat there and watched me the whole time, washed my hair and everything. And at one point, I was like, well, maybe the spider dead. Because the spider was not moving. Okay? The spider ain't flinched or nothing. He did not move until I got out of the shower. When I moved the shower curtain, and you know how the shower curtain make that little clink, 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 clink noise against the rod, because our rod is metal. That's when he kind of like, oh shit. I was like, so you sat there that whole time, watch me, wash my hair, my ass, and everything, and you ain't moved. But when I moved that shower curtain, but I ain't kill him. I did not kill him. And the crazy thing was, I get out the shower, dry off, go in my room, put on my clothes, came back in the bathroom because I like to make sure that the shower curtain is open so the shower breathe and all that stuff, and then I close it. When I went back in there, his ass was gone. Pervert. He sat there and watched me wash my ass and everything. He watched that whole show. And when I came back in there and looked around, he done slipped back in that crack wherever he came from. So I don't kill them unless they bother me. If they come towards me, I'm gonna get you because you wanna die. You wanna die if you come towards me. I'm gonna kill you. But if you stay up in a corner somewhere and you're not being aggressive towards me, then I'm not going to, I'm not going to try to get you. The only insects that I will kill is when they come in the house is ants because they do too much. They come in hordes. It don't just be one ant. Where it'll just be like one spider. It'll be like a million ants. They move in. So you have to kill them. Oh yeah, I've never seen a snake here in the Bay Area other than in, like at the zoo or something like that. Like I've never seen a snake. There's never been a snake in my backyard or anything, but we've had possums, skunks, raccoons, all them critters, but I ain't never seen a snake, thank God. Cause if I see a snake, that's it. I'm gone. Hi, Jock Jammer. She said, "Why did my eyes catch them?" I don't know, sweetheart. We just see things sometimes that we may not want to see, but I don't think it's a big deal. You know what I mean? Like I wouldn't even care. Like I wouldn't even remember that I saw 4 or 5 people spitting. I wouldn't even trip off of that. Like people spit. People spit for various reasons. Some people have an overproduction of saliva. I have an underproduction of saliva. I have extremely dry mouth. So I wouldn't be a spitting person. Some people who chew tobacco, they spit. Tobacco people spitting all the time. Oh, it's hot in Texas. It's nice here. It is nice. It's a nice little breeze. coming through.
correct. And
Today
certainly,
is just a
not
beautiful
everybody
day.
felt and agreed with that. I don't know that. I don't. I think that's taken this a little too far. But nonetheless, it's a topic of conversation because it is honest. As it does say, "Don't tread on me," and even though it is not the traditional "Don't tread on me" flag. So, look, all we do know about Chris Pratt is he is conservative.
Yeah, I know my mama and daddy ain't never killed nobody, and they was my mom. My dad was a Mason, and my mom was in the. She got out of the Eastern Stars though after my dad passed away.
Happened with the Betsy Ross.
She just didn't want to do it anymore.
Right. I mean, the reality is that a lot of these sort of symbols are evolving and shifting, and it can become problematic, I should say, when you sort of
So does anybody have any questions?
take ownership
I just saw a
of these
church is adding a psychic medium to their staff.
institutions.
Oh
So this was
wow!
talked about the by the Tea Party movement back in
I wonder will
2010,
somebody hire
and
me.
it has sort of been shifting as a symbol over the
I'm not a
past couple of
psychic
years.
though.
But of course, that doesn't necessarily mean that he's endorsing any of those
Oh,
ideas.
Lady K, I've missed y'all. I'm on my last stretch of my master's
But getting
degree,
to what
and
they're
I've been buckling down, but I had to say hello. Oh my gosh, I'm so proud of you.
Yeah, and the reality is,
So proud of you. I'm always proud of people and encourage people to get their degrees. I know that school is a racket, it's so expensive, but it's in the end, in the end, I think it's worth it. Even though we live in a culture where a lot of work is who you know more than your degrees and stuff, it is who you know and timing and all of that stuff, but I still think that going to school and getting your degree and you working at something and finishing it, doing something from start to finish says something about you. And it does not say that you are smarter than anybody else. Just because you went to college, there are extremely intelligent people that did not go to college. My husband is not a college graduate, but he is extremely intelligent. My husband has probably read more books than most people that have graduated from college, because most people after they graduate from college they stop reading, they no longer continue their education because school has made them tired, whereas my husband did not do that. He didn't go to college, but he you know continues to expand his brain. And I think that a lot of kids need that. You need something to do.
start taking stuff and making it yours. So we're
I don't know what Life Path 7 is. I would have to look and see.
what are they going to take next?
Well, I think that you would say that they're being empowered.
You need something to keep you busy. I mean, if you just out here, you don't have any goals, you don't have anything to do in your life, you ain't gonna do shit.
We're defining here, we're stopping it there.
Right. We're not going to blow up a bullet, but what we're saying is we're seeing that you're doing
What was the lowest moment in
I don't know if that's the problem.
what was the lowest moment in my life? I think the lowest moment in my life was when I lost my mother.
Just like I didn't know the Betsy Ross
I
thing.
really do. I think that took more out of me than anything in this world, because I was so close to her and she was such a loving and caring person. My mother, I listen to a lot of these young people now talk about, their parents, and the stuff that they say about their parents is so horrible. But my mother was such a sweet person. She was so sweet. She was so loving. And she cared about me so much. I think that's the reason why I am who I am, is because of who I came from. I received so much love as a child that I'm able now to give that type of love. And you can only give that if you have it, if you have received it. If you have never received love, if you have never been loved, you can't love nobody else. You can't. And my mother loved me completely as a child. I think that was, that was one of the lowest points of my life because it threw me into a serious depression. A very, very serious depression. I went into an extremely dark place when I lost my mother. I mean, thank God I was able to go to therapy, but I was in grief therapy for an entire year when I lost my mother. But now, I lost my mother in 2011, and I'm just getting to the point where, I can think about her and not cry, or, I'm not upset. I'm at a point now where my mother was 96 years old when she passed away. And, I'm just at a point now where I'm not selfish, because it would have been selfish to pray that she stayed here and, she was suffering. If I get sick, I want people around me to pray for my transition. Don't try to hold me here. Don't try to hold me hostage in a messed up body when I'm sick and can't take care of myself. Pray for my transition. Pray that my transition will be easy. Pray that I leave here in my sleep or something and not leave here gasping for air and can't breathe and cancer and, all of these crazy things that can happen.
Then everything is under suspicion. This American history lesson is brought to you by Jermaine Dupri.
Yeah, you should always be there for your parents. You should always be there. Help them out as much as they can because your parents probably did everything that they could for you. A lot of people, talk about what their parents didn't do and what they should have did, but you got to realize your parents can only give you what they had. And 9 times out of 10, they was really doing the best that they could at that time. Black people especially, we always been struggling. A lot of people complain that their parents wasn't there. Hell, they probably wasn't there because they was working. I know that my kids probably, will talk about a period of time when I wasn't there. I was working. Yeah, I couldn't come to every basketball game because I had a job. And if I didn't go to work, we weren't going to eat. My kids can't never say they was homeless or living in a car. I kept a roof over your head. And your ass was going to school in Old Navy and Gap and Jabot and Jordans and all of that stuff. So if I missed your basketball game, then you should have went to school barefoot. So I wasn't out here struggling trying to get them damn Jordans and stuff. That's what y'all kids, some of y'all, millennial kids don't think about. You don't think that your parents are out here struggling, especially your mamas out here busting their ass trying to take care of y'all, and you got the nerve to talk about what you didn't get or what your mama didn't give you and all of this kind of stuff. Like, I hate to hear people talk about their parents. I really do. Even parents that are on drugs, if they didn't take care of you because they were on drug, that's a sickness. You don't understand that crack is a sickness. And the crack epidemic swept through the black community. They did that on purpose. They tried their best to wipe us out with crack. So don't get on your parents talking about what they didn't do and who they was and wasn't and all of that kind of stuff, because 9 times out of 10 they gave you all that they could. Yeah, and you don't know. You mistreat your parents, you gonna get that shit back. You will eventually get that back. You gonna have kids, and your kids gonna mistreat you. Yeah, they did the best they could with what they had. I know I did. And my kids can't say shit. Because if they do, honey, I go back and get them photo albums. Every birthday party that you done had done been a hit. Okay? Every birthday party that my kids had was themed. Ninja Turtles, Power Rangers. Oh, don't get me started. I will go get that. I will go get that. I go get that photo album, pulling pictures out on your ass. Don't do it. Don't do it. But my kids don't say nothing now because they in their 30s. Now they see that the struggle is real. When you paying rent and cable and gas, you got a car note, you paying PG&E and all of that kind of stuff. Now you see how I was struggling. Mm-hmm. You see it now. I be telling my boys, y'all ain't even, you're not even really getting the full brunt of it. Cause they both live by themselves. You know, the kids is with their mamas. So you ain't taking, excuse me, you ain't taking care of nobody but yourself. I had y'all two rat heads to take care of. Shit. It's been a many a times, honey, when I done took them to the Gap in Old Navy and dressed them and my clothes was coming from the Goodwill. But they don't, that's not the stuff that they bring up. They don't bring that up. You walking around here in Jordans and my shoes was coming from Payless Shoe Source. See, that's not the stuff that your kids will throw up in your face. That's a mama. Oh yeah, honey, your kids, yeah, they will break your heart. They will. They will break your heart. They sure will. And you know one thing too that broke my heart is you want your kids to grow up and get the hell out your house. You really do. But when they did, I didn't realize how quiet the house is without them. Cause one of my boys has ADD and he stay busy. I mean, from sun up to sundown, the boy would just constantly be moving, tinkering with stuff and moving around and making a lot of noise until he would go to bed at night. And when he finally moved out, I didn't know this house could get that damn quiet. I really didn't. That was an adjustment. Being a empty nester, people talk about their kids going off to college and the difference that it makes in your relationship. You really do have to get used to, your kids being grown and gone. When they there, you want them to leave, but then when they leave, the house be quiet. But I don't want them to come back. I don't want them to see this video and be like, "She missed me. Let's go home." No, but it is quiet. Stay where you at. Hey, girl, 707 name 707 name. Okay. Yeah, yeah, Phyllis. Don't tell him that I miss him. Don't. No, 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 no. Don't tell him. But when I miss him, I call him and hey, be like, hey, come by here, or I'm gonna come over your house, or whatever. But I don't want you to stay here. Go home. Shit. Go home. Yeah. See, yours small. They ain't got on your nerves yet at 6 and 8. They don't really start to get on your nerves until they teenagers. Teenagers, teenagers teach you a lot about yourself. You know, you really start to question who you are as a person when you have teenagers, because you be like, you know what, I could choke the shit out of him, but am I gonna lose my job and my license? Okay, if I choke the life out of his ass, if I go in there right now and choke his ass out, am I gonna lose my job? There have been times when I wanted to just knock my kids' entire head off. But I said, you know what? I don't want to go to jail. The only reason why I'm not killing you right now is I don't want to go to jail. I've had to walk away from my kids many a times. Because there have been a few times that I have literally forgot that this person came out of my vagina. I could have just throat punched. And then something to click in my mind and be like, you know they came out your vagina, right? You can't do that. Oh, but I have wanted to. I sure have. And they know it. They know it. My kids know when they didn't push me to that point, and they be like, you know what, let me leave. Let me leave alone. My kids will tell you, my mama crazy. Don't mess with her. She's crazy. Leave her, leave her, leave her be. Leave her alone. Don't bother her. Toddlers and teenagers. But at least toddlers, when they do little stuff, you know, they still got the little cute, you know, they so cute, you don't want to hurt them. Teenagers, they start to looking funny in the face. They ain't cute no more. You can hurt their ass. You ain't even cute. You're not even cute to me. You used to be cute. I can slap the shit out of you because you're not even cute. And then a toddler will, you know, they'll do stuff and then they'll come to you and tell you how much they love you. I love you. You can't hurt nobody that's telling you that they love. But a teenager, they slamming their doors. They don't like they self. So of course they don't like you. You know, a teenager, they hormones is raging. They don't like who they are. So you know they ain't gonna like you. They hate themselves. You know, you got to think back to when you was a teenager, when everything about your body irritated you. You were growing, you know, my titties was too big because my titties was bigger than all of the rest of the girls. So I felt uncomfortable about being the only big titty girl. So my titties was too big, my legs was too short, my arms was too fat. I hated myself. So of course I was gonna hate everybody else. You got to remember that when you was a teenager, that's what your teenagers are going through. You know, they're hearing that they're too fat, they're too short, they're too tall, they're too skinny, they're too dark, they're too light, the hair too nappy, the hair ain't nappy enough, the hair too curly, I want red hair, no, I want green hair, I want dreadlocks, I want cornrows, I want a high top fade. That's a teenager. You just got to understand how to deal with them and not allow them to drive you crazy. That's their job. That's their job, honey. Yeah, girl. Oh my God. I hated my breasts. And my mother made me wear these old lady bras. So in gym class, I got teased because, you know, all of the little girls, you know, the other girls had cute little tiny bras. I couldn't wear them little tiny ass bras because I had real titties in junior high school. So I had on these grandma ass beige bras and the granny panties. Like my mother would not buy me the cute little panties that all of the other. She just bought me these old grandma ass panties. And I was telling my mama, they're teasing me, you know. And my mother was like, I don't care. You clean. Why is they looking at your panties anyway? Forget them. But I got teased every day about that grandma bra and them granny panties that came, the cotton granny panties that came way up here. Like my bra and panties was best friends. They met each other.
First, in a very bad condition in a jail that he himself communicated to someone else
My
that
mama
was in
didn't
a
care.
critical condition.
She could care less.
That
You clean.
clearly
You don't stink.
he's innocent, trying to avoid a confrontation, even telling those two men that he
That's the
wanted
life I
to
lived.
go to jail.
But you know what? I didn't get pregnant in high school. They was best friends, girl. My panties and bra, they was good friends. I didn't get pregnant in high school. I ain't never been molested. I've never been raped. I've never been, sexually assaulted. I ain't do no drugs until after I got out of high school. I don't think I smoked weed until I was 20 something. I didn't take a drink until I was grown. I ain't never had to have my stomach pumped. None of that. I ain't never been to jail. Never been, I've been fingerprinted. But I was fingerprinted for a job. I used to work, I have a high security clearance for the U.S. Navy. That was the only reason why I was fingerprinted. And I had a high security clearance. I've never done anything. Never been to jail. Only thing I've ever had was a speeding ticket. That's because I had a good mama. Okay? I had a good mama. My kids can't say that. My kids that smoke weed, that been to jail, that sold weed. They done did all kind of shit. That's because they didn't want to listen. I listened to my mama. And my son will tell you this day, sat right there on the couch and told me, I wish I had listened to you. Because I wouldn't have went through half the shit that I did if I had listened to you. I tried to tell you. But it made him the person that he is. He got his life together. He got out of all of that stuff. And now my son is a mechanic for Ford. He's about to go to school and get his journeyman degree or something. And I'm super proud of him. This boy went from selling weed to being a mechanic. Smoking weed, selling weed, all that shit. Drinking, hanging out. And now he's a mechanic. Sometimes you got to go through some shit to get to where you supposed to be. That's growth. That is great. And if you look at him, he tattooed down like, if you see my son, you would be like, that's your child? Tattoos all on his neck. I mean, he looked like a gangbanger. Well, he cut his dreads off, so he don't really look like a gangbanger anymore. He did when he had his dreads, but he cut his dreads off, so his hair is real low. But he still got, like, tattoos on his neck and stuff. He looked like he would have beat your ass back in the day or snatched your purse or something. But he's a mechanic. Go to work every day. Take care of his daughter. Take care of my granddaughter. That's Amani's daddy. I don't think he's single. I don't think so. I don't think he's single, girl. But you know how these kids are, girl. They change women like they change draws. He don't have that marriage mentality. You know, he 30. He just turned 30. You know, these young kids do not have, a lot of them don't have that marriage mentality. They're not thinking about getting married.
Justify, and these young men are
That ain't on their
on the
radar.
right track.
Not yet, anyway.
They can to be successful.
I'm gonna have to find you somebody else, Phyllis. Cause he like them young. He like them young and Asian.
Finally have some answers about that LAPD investigation.
You know how these black guys, these young boys now, they like them Asian girls.
Concerning Nipsey's death, at the same time the LAPD was calling it a
They don't like nobody to look like their mama.
Nipsey's name was in that investigation.
My kids like complete opposites of me. The women that they like, all of the women that they like have been very petite Asians. Very petite. Like tiny. Like under 100 pounds.
All day yesterday saying
Petite Asians with long hair. That's their type.
so they told us that, when we were getting officially on background.
Oh, I set my water out last night too, honey. I got me a old jug of water that I'm doing some stuff with.
Storm, and they were looking to curb gang activity in the area. The fact of the matter is, Nipsey's name was there as a subject in this
Yeah, honey. I hope everybody got their moon water.
get to the bottom.
We all must be we all on the same vibration.
But the people we spoke to
What Shamar say? Shamar, what you asking for a friend?
in the LA City Attorney's Office now say, both are saying his name, he's not the person we were investigating, he's not the target of any, but his name was there. His name was there, and that's
Oh, you was molested, Phyllis. I'm sorry, sweetheart.
all right. So when we come back, the father.
Yeah, my mother, she kept such a tight rein on me. My mom was, you ain't touching my daughter. That's what you not gonna do. And I was her only child too.
The parents of Joycelyn and Azriel have been
You are not gonna touch my daughter.
when we come back, he's going to hear what he is offering his daughter,
Honey, my mama wasn't playing.
R. Kelly.
When it came to her baby, she didn't play that. Oh yeah, what Phyllis said. Yeah, my mama. Yeah, my mama wasn't playing that. You wasn't gonna touch her daughter. I mean, my mother, she was seriously old school. Like I couldn't date or anything until I was 16 years old. The boy had to come to the house, knock on the door. It had to be somebody that she knew. She had to know his family or somebody. I wasn't just gonna be out here dating some old random ass boys. My mama didn't play that. Because she wanted me to marry somebody in the church anyway. But my first husband was a preacher's son. His daddy was a minister. Who? He was, honey, he was rough. They always said them preachers' kids be the worst ones, and he was. He sure was, child. Them preachers' kids is crazy. They the worst.
Our windows are manufactured precisely
The worst.
for openings. Being custom built also
Plus, my ex-husband, he was just getting out that Hebrew Israelite thing. And to me, that was like a cult. Them Hebrew Israelites, them some strange people. So he had to went through that. He had went from being a Baptist to being a Hebrew Israelite to being a Muslim. That boy was confused. I don't even know how I got with his confused ass. But I had two beautiful children out of it though.
they are.
Yeah, people say preachers' daughters be crazy too. That's because they be, holding on to their daughters so tight. Shit, when they get a little. Let me tell you about this. The church that I used to belong to, my pastor had 3 kids, and their entire school, education, they went to private school. The boys went to an boys' school, and the girl went to an all girls school. So after they graduated, the oldest boy graduated from high school. He went to college in Pomona, got a scholarship to go to school in Pomona. Honey, when he got down there and got a piece of pussy for the first time, he lost his entire mind. He had sex with a girl for the first time. And I guess him and the girl, were dating or whatever, and the girl broke up with him. And what she do that for? She broke up with that boy. He would not leave his dorm room. He couldn't get out the bed. Flunked his first semester. And when I say flunked, I mean flunk. They had the boy on academic probation and everything. The pastor had to go down there and get that child and bring him home so he could get his mind right. So he had to come back home, get himself together, and he was able to go back. And I saw on Facebook that he graduated from college last year. I was so happy for him because that boy had to come home and get his mind right. He had got him a piece of pussy, and it he must have he got that golden ticket. Okay, he got that good pussy, and it drove him crazy. He couldn't get out the bed. The pastor said when he got down there, the boy was in the bed. The room was a mess. He ain't been to class. He hadn't did shit. He wasn't showering. He wasn't doing nothing. Whole thing, he had lost his mind. That's what happened when you throw that good pussy on him, honey. You will drive him crazy that first time. He got that good stuff. And she knew she had that good pussy. That's how she left him. She just gave him some and went on about her business. I bet you she was a child of Oshun. You know that's how we do him. We love him and leave him. We love him and leave him, honey. And we be done went on about our business. I ain't even thinking about that man, and he back there drowning. You better get up, because we gone. Okay? He should have been out there doing anything with what he was doing, honey. He done lost his mind. But his daddy went down there and got him. And he got himself together. And he was able to go on back. Able to go back and graduate. Yes, Shaka Zulu. We got to protect our spirits. Child, we didn't talk about everything. A guy came to pick you up to take you to the movies with a vest and no shorts. And dad said you might as well go on back home. I heard that. Your daddy said, no, you're not. You ain't gonna take my daughter out looking like that. Nikki said, I'm loving your plain speaking. Honey, she put it on him. She wore him out. Okay? He didn't know what to do with himself. Poor baby. But going to an all boys school, he hadn't had that interaction with women. And when he finally got around them, he didn't know what to do. Ooh, this ice that melted, and my haterade is diluted. It's not as sweet. He didn't have on no shirt. He just had on a vest and didn't have a shirt on. Yeah. I don't blame your daddy. You show up on a date, you supposed to show up and look appropriate. You know how these old school parents, they believe in you looking appropriate. You're not going to just be walking around looking any kind of way because you represent your parents. You gonna comb your hair? You're not about to leave here looking like that. My mother was. Oh my God, she was so meticulous about everything. But my mama was the type of person that would put on a polyester suit to go to the grocery store. My mama would put on a whole polyester suit to go to the grocery store. She would have on a polyester suit with them old people shoes, them Dr. Scholl's shoes, because you know her feet was bad. She had arthritis. So she would have on a whole polyester suit and some Dr. Scholl's shoes just to go to the grocery store. We going to the grocery store, mama. You ain't got to put on a blazer. And you couldn't tell her that. But she wasn't going to leave the house looking any kind of way. No. That was not her. That was definitely not her ministry. My mama would put on a whole three-piece suit to go to the meat market. Because you never know who you're going to run into. Okay, Beyonce. Girl. She sure would. You never know who you're going to run into. She would have on her suit, her panties, and bra was definitely going to be clean. Shit. She put on her makeup. She sure would. She'd have her makeup, have her little compact with that little sponge, have her little, she wore the same color lipstick her whole life, damn near. Had her lipstick, that sponge, because she didn't like her, face to look oily or whatever. No, she was gonna put that little powder on. She only had a few items in her makeup thing, but she was gonna wear that lipstick. Lucille wore that a wine kind of colored lipstick and did her hair, and she was gonna put on that suit. She had a few, suits, little polyester suits. She always had the blazer, the shirt, the pants. The pants would be, she had pants pulled way up here. She believed her waist was up here. And I would be trying to pull the pants. Well, my titties is hanging because I ain't got on no bra right now. But if my titties was where they were supposed to be, you'd be able to see my waist. But I'm in the house, okay? Let my titties be. And if you having a problem with that, that's your problem. You ain't never seen no 54-year-old titties. This is what they look like, okay? 54-year-old titties are not supposed to be sitting up like this. They're not doing that. These breastises have fed two children. They have nursed here. So after your breasts go through that type of traumatic situation, they start to lay down. Okay? So I'm 54 years old. So mama would pull her pants way up here. And I would be trying to pull them down to her waist. But she didn't want them there. But honey, mama would get dressed. Mama would be dressed to the nines to go to the doctor's office. Earrings, necklace, bracelet, suited at the doctor's office, scarf. So you know how she looked when she went to church. Mama would be sharp as a tack. You hear me? Sharp as a tack. Oh gosh. Oh yeah. She was a beautiful woman. Beautiful. Honey, I'm at home. I let myself be free. When I'm at home, it don't make no sense for you to be walking around your own house constricted by a bra in my house. I live here. Yeah, girl, she would be razor sharp. She sure would be. No. And when I'm at home, I'm comfortable. I do get on here and put on a little lip gloss, and every now and then I put on a little bit of makeup when I come on here, but I'm not going to be doing all that. I'm not trying to impress y'all. I'm not. I only put this lipstick on because my lips was a little bit dry, but I'm not trying to impress you. I'm at home, child. Okay? Yeah. I ain't going to be putting on all them clothes. I got on my husband's Raider shorts and this little tank top. I ain't got nothing on my feet. And as a matter of fact, Lord, if y'all could see my toes, the toenail polish, the polish then fell off of like, I got polish on like three toes on one foot. My left foot is a mess. Just chipped, cracked. I need to fix it. Maybe I'll fix it later. I'm finna go. Okay? I've been on here an hour and 30 minutes. We talked about what I said I was gonna talk about. What I came here to talk about, we talked about that. And I think I'm gonna go take me a nap. Um, I might come back later. Let's see what we got. Oh, they didn't come today, huh? We ain't got no thumbs down. They ain't come today, y'all. Damn. I wanted them to see my pineapple. Shit. I might come back later though. I'm gonna take Gizmo out. Where you at, Gizmo? Gizmo! I'm gonna take Gizmo out. My grandbaby is in uh basketball camp. Y'all, I forgot to brag. Let me brag on my baby. Hold on. My granddaughter is at the Warriors basketball camp, sponsored by the Warriors, the Golden State Warriors. You know the Warriors that just lost the championship. She's at basketball camp. I'm so proud of her. Why y'all think she ain't in this chat? Why y'all think she ain't in the chat? Yeah, she at basketball camp, y'all. I'm so proud of my baby. My baby is at the Warriors basketball camp. I'm such a proud grandma. Okay? No, they didn't win. They lost Saturday. They had a game Saturday, or so was it Sunday? One of them days, child. They lost both of their games. But that's okay. This is her first year playing basketball. And one thing that I love about her is when she call me and tell me that they lost, she'll be like, "No, we lost. We lost by like 4 points. Oh, we lost by 14." They were big kids though. She don't take it to heart like some kids. You know, some kids get really upset when they lose. Amani don't take that shit. Yeah, we lost. All right, but we went out to eat after. I went to Vietnamese, and she don't care. She don't care. And I love that about her. Amani don't let stuff bother her. They don't like me. Oh, all right. They don't like you, Granny. Forget them then. They stupid. She be calling people stupid in a minute. If y'all say something out of pocket and they don't like her Granny, well, I don't like them. They stupid. I don't like them anyway. They don't have to like you because I like you. That's right, baby. They stupid. Don't talk about her Granny because she get mad. She do. She get mad and she wants to come on. See, that's why I don't really like for her to be on here, because when she see y'all being mean to me, she wants to defend me, and I don't want her to do that. you know it makes her mad for y'all to talk about her Granny because she sees something that y'all don't see, and she don't understand why y'all don't see the same person that she sees. She will go off. Yeah, she wants to. But I'd be like, no, don't get them, baby. Let them go. They stupid. She'd be like, mm-hmm. Because I get my crystals. That's right, baby. Get your crystals. Sure. Honey, she would. I'm charging my crystals. I get my crystals. That's my girl. That is my girl, honey. She be wanting to fight for her Granny. But I'd be like, honey, let them stupid people think whatever they want to think. If they want to think that, if they want to be mean to your Granny, let them be mean, sweetheart. But we love each other. Your granny loves you. Your pawpaw loves your granny. Your granny loves your pawpaw. Gizmo loves me. And that's all that matters.
Republican lawmakers stand
And I have so many of you that love me. Your love for me outweighs the trolls' hatred. Love is always going to conquer hate. Always. So it's your love for me that keeps me coming. If I didn't have you guys that love me, that have my back, that check on me, I wouldn't come and do this shit. I wouldn't come back. I wouldn't. But I know that I have people that look forward to hearing from me. We laugh together, we talk to each other. That's what makes me come back. People checking on Gizmo. Where's Gizmo? How's Gizmo? Where's the peanut gallery? That's the stuff that makes me come back. I appreciate that so much. So I don't care about no trolls, child. I could care less because I have too many people that love me. I have too many things to look forward to in the morning. I'm gonna show y'all this project and then I'm gonna leave. Okay, so uh I'm still trying. Okay, I'm still trying to turn this into a tank top. I'm really thinking that if I sew it together, I'm thinking to make a cute little tube top situation. But I still ain't got the front to meet the back yet. And I keep adding to it. I'm like, damn, am I that big? I can't get these two pieces. Because, if they don't meet each other, when I sew it together, it ain't going to fit. So I'd have been adding on to this. Like, you know what? You don't realize how big you are until you making a project to fit you. And then you be like, God damn, how big am I? So I'm still working on that. I have things to keep me busy, my plants, my art, my dog. So I don't care about these trolls. I got too many people that love me. Thank you, Amber. Thank you, Flower Child. How do I become a black heart? Show up here every day. Show up here, participate. Get to know people that are here. Participate in the chat. And you will become a black heart. If we see you enough, you become part of the family. It ain't no, initiation. Blackheart is the name of our group. We are the Black Hearts, the House of the Black Hearts. Does that mean that I'm one? If you want to, if you want to be one. Hey, Kay, where you been, girl? Well, if you want to be one, then you won. If you want to be one, then you are. Okay? I don't kick nobody out unless they being disrespectful. Okay, Flower Child. KK, we getting ready to go, girl. You done slid on in and we about to slide on out. It's time for me to take my nap. What? Actually, time for me to take Gizmo out so he can. You want to go pee? You ready to go pee? Huh? You ready to go pee? It's time for Gizmo to go pee. Hi, M. Tate. I'm going to take him out. You want a snack? You want some bacon? Probably give him a snack and take me a nap. And I might come back. Yeah, listen to the replay, girl. This one is under 2 hours. It's only an hour and 40 minutes. So listen to the replay. And I might come back later. I know if I come back later, some of y'all will show up. Oh, yeah. I'm going to go and listen to the, get the rest of the drama. Because when I came on, they was talking to somebody's mama or sister or something. So I'm gonna go listen to the Jay Wilson and all that drama and see what's going on, and then I'll be back in here tonight. Okay. I'll talk to you guys later. Love you. Bye.